Hey, Talofa, everybody. I'm Ambre Van Cam. I'm a veterinary public health inspector in the Department of Health in Tahiti. And I'm in charge of food safety that consists in monitoring hygiene standards in food business. So why me here? Well, maybe some of you knew Stefan Long. He was the entomologist of Department of Health in French Polynesia, but he retired at the end of the last year. So since a few months I've been involved in these new missions. Well, our country is currently facing several cases of dengue fever. Here you have an history of Ambre virus outbreaks in French Polynesia since 1944, showing out the number of confirmed cases, hospitalization and death. And as you can see, the 4 dengue serotypes have circulated, and also in 2013 there was an important Zika and chikungunya outbreak. The last dengue 2 epidemic dates back to 2019, with almost 2,500 cases of dengue 2 recorded throughout the country in 11 months. Since then, a new case of dengue 2 was recorded in November last year. So in French Polynesia, the vector-borne prevention disease mission is carried out by 2 public departments and 1 research institute, the Louis Malade Institute. And this is under the supervision of the Ministry of Health. I'd say that fortunately we've worked closely together. So the Department of Health in charge of vector surveillance and control have a team based in Tahiti. We're 4 experts managers and 15 technicians in Tahiti, and we also have 3 technicians based in other group of islands. So there is an important turnover, as a third of the team are on fixed-term contract. And moreover, our department is responsible for a range of tasks, including food safety, water quality, healthcare, waste management. So it's not easy to find candidates with a specific qualification and who are willing to take on the challenge of multi-skilling in all these tasks. Epidemiological surveillance is carried out by the regulatory, health and social action. So, a technical guide for mosquitoes control in French Polynesia has been drawn up in the past years. It comprises 7 sections dealing with organization of the response plan, mosquito information, the action to be conducted during epidemiological watch and surveillance phases, and during alert and outbreak phases. We also have information sheets on products, the procedures for sending equipment to the other islands, because there is 118 islands in French Polynesia, and the contact. So the procedure sheets detail the action to be taken, like partners to be contacted at the different level of the plan, the preparation of materials and protection equipment, and so on. And I can say it really is a valuable working tool, because at the start of the outbreak, as I said, Stefan Long retired without being able to train the new recruits. And despite of it, the team managed the response thanks to some well-skilled technicians and the opportunity for novices like me to rely on this technical guide. The first case was confirmed the 27th of November last year in Tahiti. It was an indigenous case of serotype 2 with no previous historic travels, but working in a tourist accommodation. The investigation have failed to identify the index case. By now, 46 cases of dengue have been confirmed since November. And at the beginning of February, in week 5 and 6, health authorities raised the alert level following the identification of around 10 consecutive cases in Tahiti and Moorea. In mid-February, the Tuamotu archipelago recorded the first case, and these various cases confirm that dengue is actively circulating in French Polynesia. This is mainly serotype 2, and there was one case of serotype 1. So as you can see, there's not so much cases have been reported in 6 months, and we don't know why there is no more. Maybe it's because of the low virulence of the virus, or lots of healthy carriers people, or people immune. But anyway, this epidemiological situation is below of the threshold of an outbreak, but shows an active circulation virus. So it corresponds to the level 2 of our plan. This is the alert level. So at this stage, the plan provides for the setting up of a dengue alert management unit to coordinate the strategies and monitoring of control measures with all the partners involved. This is a picture of our first meeting in February, and we meet once a month or more if needed. So the strategy is divided into 4 action areas: the epidemiological surveillance, the vector control, medical care, and plague communication. And I would like to focus on vector control, as this is mission of DOH prerogatives. So at level 2 of the plan, vector control consists in peripheral case management. So first, at home of the ill person, and it consists in personal protection by using topical repellents and mosquito nets. We also search and destroy the breeding sites by mechanical way, and we use also biocide larvicides containing Bacillus thuringiensis. For that, we use vector-backed granule. And finally, we do an indoor spray with aerosol. Then the second part of peripheral case management is for adult control. So we drew up, down on the left, you can see that we drew up a map of the target area to be sprayed within a radius of 150 meters maximum of the case. We schedule 2 sprays 1 week apart with a vehicle-mounted material called LECO, and this is an ultra-low volume spraying deltamethrin at rate of 1 liter per hectare. The operation is carried out by a pair of technicians at sunrise, so between 5 and 7 a.m. And it is cancelled in the event of rain or stronger winds. So the population living in the area needs to be warned in advance, and 48 to 24 hours maximum before spraying, we distribute notice on the corner up on the left, the notice to have recommendation to let the windows open, and we also contact the Department of Agriculture so they can give the information to beekeepers to protect beehives, because there are many in French Polynesia. Then, since the end of February, we have stopped these actions because it was too difficult to mobilize the team each new case reported. We are now focusing on our efforts on eliminating mosquito breeding by providing training courses for local partners, municipal agents, communities, and schools. And the training is about the biology of mosquito, what dengue fever is, and how to conduct larval source reduction. The objective is to get the message out throughout the general public and to raise awareness in establishments such as schools and healthcare facilities. Okay, so this is some pictures of our team in action. On the left, this is the outdoor space pulverization, and in the middle, you can see this. this person here, it's our junior agent that would be in charge of vector surveillance. So I hope she will be able to attend future meetings, and I hope she will meet you. So by now, operations are continuing, and we meet a short-term challenge because this year France is hosting the Olympic Games, and the surfing competition will take place in Tahiti. Maybe some of you know the famous wave of Te Ahu'o. So during a huge congregation of people and in a background of active virus circulation, the challenge ahead is to prevent an outbreak of dengue fever and the risk of spread of imported viruses such as yellow fever. And finally, it might be relevant to us to improve routine surveillance activities such as monitoring of insecticide resistance. On behalf of our whole team, thank you for giving us the opportunity to share with you our experience.